Lyons. I'm the Instructional Administrator for Music. Welcome to the first of our spring high school concerts. Thank you so much for being here this evening. The students have worked very, very hard on this music and have prepared an excellent concert, so we appreciate all the support that you give them each and every day and supporting their musical endeavors. As you are all, I'm sure, aware, we have the annual budget vote coming up next week. And in addition to the vote on the budget, there's also a vote on a capital project. So in addition to capital improvements on all 7 buildings in the district, there is also some rather much needed improvements to the high school music rehearsal spaces. So I would encourage everyone in the audience to please get out next Tuesday to the polls and to vote, exercise your right to vote for the school budget. And now, yes, thank you. And now it is my extreme honor and privilege to be able to introduce the next superintendent of the Guilderland Central School District, who is here with us tonight, Mr. Daniel Mayberry. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. All right, you don't need to hear me talk, you came to hear music, so without further ado, I will turn it over to the GHS Concert Orchestra under the guest baton of Mr. John Fatuzzo.
high school spring concert season this year. But another round of applause for the concert orchestra. My name is John Fatuzzo, and I'm usually working with members of the Symphonic Band and the Wind Ensemble, but was given the opportunity to work with these students the last 3 weeks right now. It feels like it's gone so fast. We've had so much fun with this concert orchestra, and let me just say that given the circumstances and how late in the game we came to this, they have just done an absolutely remarkable job. I mean, they are, when they're not playing their instruments, they are pin drop silent. Their eyes are on me the entire time. We're just having a ton of fun in these rehearsals. And I owe a lot of the credit to Ms. Susan Curo, who really set them up for success these last several months. And I just got to come in and ride her coattails and do lots of really fun work with these kids behind me. What's really special about this particular concert of the year is that we invite members of the Symphonic Band to join them for a full concert orchestra setting. So you're going to get to hear them on this next piece, which is a famous, a really well-done transcription of a famous piece by Bach, Sleeper's Wake. You'll probably recognize it. It's often heard in the spring, often heard at weddings. This is just a really, really fantastically arranged set of this. So we hope you enjoy Vernon Lining arrangement of Sleeper's Wake by Johann Sebastian Bach. Thank you. bittersweet on these spring concerts because it's inevitably the night that we have the last public performances for some of our graduating students. So I'd like to take a moment and recognize two really sweet and really welcoming seniors that I've had the chance to get to work with these past 2 years. We have Sydney Moffitt on cello and Ashley Mahalik on violin. Thank you again for coming out this evening. Please do stick around to hear Mr. Clark and the GHS Symphonic Band. They've got a really great program tonight too. And then of course, it's a very busy month here at GHS. Choral Fest is next week, many of these students on stage. And then the seats here will be singing for our big district choral fest next Wednesday. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, the high school wind ensemble and symphony orchestra will be performing here as well. Always lots of great music making here at Guilderland. Thank you very much for all your support throughout this entire year, and of course tonight, and we hope you enjoy the last piece on our program. This is going to be Midnight Beguine, which is just a really charming and fun piece to play here for all of us here on stage, strings, winds, brass, and percussion on this one. Thank you. Claire Grumman's Midnight Beguine.
before we do, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Amanda Jo Wilsey, who is the Music Parents and Friends president. So please welcome Amanda Jo. I should have probably thought about what I was going to say before I actually got up here. Hopefully you do better than I just did.
I only will because I wrote it down. Otherwise, I will ramble all night at how important all the things that the GMPFA does. So thank you all for being here tonight. The GMPFA is the booster organization for the Guilderland School's music programs, and we need your help. Our Vice President and Secretary's children are graduating this year, leaving vacancies on the board. We know that your students will also be graduating over the next few years, but we have a critical need to fill vacancies in our board and our committees now. By a show of hands, how many people attended the Pops concert this year or plan to next year and plan to attend the Choral Fest concert, which is next Wednesday? Oh, that's a lot of you. That's wonderful. But I'm going to be blunt. These things won't happen next year unless we have a full board in place to approve important organizational decisions. As parents, friends, and neighbors, we all want the best for our children. We know that music education plays a crucial role in their development. It enhances their creativity, improves their academic performance, and builds their confidence. But to truly unlock the full potential of our music program, we need your support. Your leadership can make a difference. With your help, we can continue to provide instruments to every student who wants to play. Fund exciting opportunities like NYSSMA and state trip and all state trips, and to organize enriching events like Choral Fest that will inspire our young musicians. You can join and sign up for emails by scanning the QR code on the inside of the back cover of tonight's program. And I'm also going to stay through the end of the performance, and I'll be out at the front table if you have any questions. Together, we can create an environment where every child has the opportunity to thrive and enrich their lives through music. So let's make our music program the best it can be. Please join the GMPFA today to be a part of something truly special. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll just put my little plug in here. The Music Parents and Friends Association does so much for young Guilderland musicians, all the way from kindergarten through 12th grade. They're a huge part of what we do. So please, please, please consider volunteering your time, getting involved, especially to help fill out a few of our board positions that are being vacated by people who have served on the board and as a part of the Music Parents for a very, very long time. So much of what they do will not be possible without some volunteers. So I hope that you'll consider stepping up next year. All right, and now it is my pleasure to turn this over to the GHS Symphonic Band under the baton of Mr. Greg Clark.
Hi everybody, we're a little cold from listening to that wonderful orchestra performance, so we'll do a brief warm-up and then we're off and running with prairie dances. turns out there's already a microphone over here, and I'm really nervous that I'm going to kick this off the stage. So this is preventative maintenance. Leave this right where it belongs. I guess I'll talk to you very briefly. This first piece is called Prairie Dances by American composer David Holsinger. This is a major voice in band music for the last 40 years or so. Writes some in pretty contemporary styles. You hear some really intricate, interesting percussion writing. And this is just one of our favorites. We performed this at our Nisbet Majors Festival last month. Mentioned previously that we performed that as one of our 3 pieces for our Nisbet Majors evaluation this year. Last month we hopped on a bus and we all went to, oh my goodness, I almost forgot where we went. We went to Shaker, bless you. And while we were there, we performed these 3 pieces for 2 adjudicators who are teachers from other, retired teachers or teachers from other parts of the state. And they give us their comments and their feedback, and I'm proud to say that for a 2nd year in a row, this ensemble has received a gold rating at level 4. earned a Golden Distinction at level 4 the previous year. So we are on a hot streak with the Symphonic Band, and I'm so proud of our momentum here. The next piece we're going to play is by another American composer, Samuel Hazo. He's from the Pittsburgh area, and it's called Our Kingsland Spring from the Georgian Suite. This is something that I handed out planning to just teach with it. And as we played it, on and off throughout, I think maybe January we started, I kept finding more and more reasons to return to it. It's really expressive and beautiful, and something that I want to make sure I mention is we lost one of our math teachers this year after a courageous battle with cancer, Christine Cochran, and the day that that news came to us, this was our response. This was, one of those things that we're fortunate to have music to help us express things that are difficult to say. So here's Our Kingsland Spring. Next up is a real band classic. We play a little modern and a little fast and a little slow and a little bit of everything. And this is John Philip Sousa. So that's a name that's familiar to many of you. And if you're not, he is the March King. He started the U.S. Marine Band. The sousaphone was named after him. Kind of a big deal. So this is one of the absolute classic Sousa marches, El Capitan. Some of the musical challenges that you'll hear is we start in a triple meter. You'll hear the beat split into three, do-da-dee, do-da-dee, do-da-dee. And then halfway through, we just switch to duple meter. And it kind of happens in an instant. So this is a nice flex for our rhythmic skills. And I'm really proud of how the band plays this one. Here's El Capitan. Thank you so much. This group has been a real pleasure to work with, and I'm going to talk more about a few of our individual members after our next piece, Invicta by James Swearingen. But first, I just want to share with you, it's really been a joy, which I cannot say that earnestly enough. I shared that with this group directly about an hour ago. This is, God, how long have I been teaching? I've been teaching for a while. And this group resonates with me as one that constantly comes ready to learn, constantly comes ready to work. They want to be making music as much as possible, and it's always, what can I do to make that a little better? It's never, oh, Mr. Clark, you told me I played a D flat, and I know I played a D natural. It's never that. It's always, hey, I'm having trouble fingering my D natural, and I think, is it this? And it's curiosity, it's enthusiasm, it's all those little spots on John Wooden's pyramid of success, if you're familiar. Like every time I look at one of those blocks, I'm like, oh, that's my band. Enthusiasm. Oh, that's my band. Passion. You know, that's my band. Not a willingness to learn. And as a teacher, oh, what a gift this year has been. So I told them that before because I think it's important to tell people when you appreciate them, and I appreciate this group so much. So we're going to move on and play this next one, Invicta. Much more programmatic. Goes a bunch of different places. You'll hear themes enter and then disappear for a while and return again later. And this is really fun to play. Invicta, James Swearingen. moment now. This is a very special night, particularly for 3 of our students on stage who are seniors. This will be their last band concert with us. And I'd like to take a moment now to recognize them. So, Andrew, if you could come down, and Jacinto, if you could come down and stand right here. And I'm asking you two first because Taj is right here and he doesn't have to go very far. Hey, just come stand right here and let your folks take a picture because, first of all, you look great. But secondly, you deserve it. Come on. All right, so... Without getting too dramatic, these are 3 of the highest character, most kind, caring, dedicated, the kind of person that you want to build a program around. Oh, it's coming. Nope, not going to let that happen. Anyway, Taj and Jacinto and Andrew, we are so grateful for your contributions to this program. I'm grateful that I got to get to know you. I know that great things are coming, and as a group, thank you for what you've done for us. Now that I've distracted Andrew from rearranging all the instruments that he needs for this last song, I just want to share again my gratitude for what we get to do here. This is my 2nd year here in the Guilderland community, and something that I found is that this music program especially happens to draw families who really care about investing in all different parts of their children. We have athletes here. We have Taj and Jacinto just came from a track meet. Where were you? Bethlehem. Oh, that's good. It could have been God knows where. But they made it, and they're here, and it's because they know that there are many things that they do in their lives, and they value this one, and so do you. Having that family support, I don't have to tell you I'm preaching to the choir here, but I'll tell you anyway because I'm grateful for you too. I get to do this incredible thing and make beautiful music with young people every other day in rehearsal, and it's because you value that enough to support them in their musical journey. So I had that support when I was a young person, and I get to do something really enjoyable as a result. So thank you to my family who happened to come here today. Shout out. And next week I'll be visiting all the elementary schools to help 3rd graders pick out their instruments, including one that happens to belong to me. So we continue to build this community, we build this family, and fortunately we get to share wonderful things with you like this. So welcome to the community, Mr. Mayberry, and we're glad to bring you in. We're happy you're here. All right, instant concert. If you listen carefully, I think there are 32 different songs crammed into the next like 2.5 minutes. Good luck. coming out tonight. We really appreciate your support. And that's it. Enjoy your spring and everybody drive home safely.